There was another national student walkout today from school to protest gun violence. And this one was timed to coincide with the 19th anniversary. It's hard to believe the shootings at Columbine High School in Colorado. Joining us now to discuss how to really make schools safer is Daryl Scott. Daryl is the father of Rachel Scott, who was the first victim of the Columbine High School shooters in Littleton, Colorado. Daryl, it's so great to talk to you. We have so many friends in common, and I'm so bowled over by everything you've done in these last 19 years. I'm sure to you it seems like yesterday. And you run this foundation called Rachel's Challenge. Tell us how you think it's the best way to proceed to actually stop these school shootings.
Well, thank you, Laura. It's great to be here with you. I really want to applaud young people for wanting to make a difference and for marching for what they believe in. I want to just gently challenge them to focus on more than just gun control, because Eric and Dylan, the shooters at Columbine 19 years ago, said in a camera, you're going to change the gun laws, you're going to add more gun laws, and it's not going to stop people like us from doing what we do. And I'm as passionate about change as these young people are. In fact, when the cameras go away, when the passion dies down, my challenge to all the young people is to maintain their desire to end the violence. And our family has chosen to do that over the last 19 years. We created a program for schools. We reach about 1 to 2 million students each year, over 25 million over the last 19 years. And we've seen 7 school shootings prevented. And we've seen an average of about 3 suicides prevented every week. There's far more suicides than there are school victims of school shootings.
Right.
And we've done that through a message of kindness, compassion, and helping connect people to one another. Because when there's violence or when there's reaction to these kind of situations, we can do one of 3 things. We can hate and we can retaliate. Dr. King told us that hate will not remove hate, only love can do that. So we can hate and retaliate, we can debate and demonstrate, or we can relate and communicate. And relating and communicating is what our message has been, and we see the fruit of that.
I want to play for our viewers a description of Rachel's writing, your daughter's writing. Let's listen.
She understood the power that a simple act of kindness can have.
I have this theory that if one person can go out of their way to show compassion, then it will start a chain reaction of the same.
You know, at a time when most kids in high school are just trying to fit in, she just wanted to be herself and encouraged others to do the same.
Now, I imagine, although it's hard to imagine, there probably isn't a 15-minute period, a 5-minute period over the last 19 years where you didn't think about your daughter.
That's right. And you know, there's a lot of attention being poured, a lot of money is being poured into the gun issue. And I'm not here to debate that. There's money from both sides being poured into that as a solution, but we need to look beyond the instrument and look at how we can prevent these things from happening, starting with the hearts of our kids. And I want to challenge people to pour as much money into programs like Sandy Hook Promise, like Kickstart for Kids, like Why Try, like Rachel's Challenge. We have a friend, Foster Freeze, who has put up $2.5 million from now through the end of July. And every one of you who donate $5, $10, it's going to be doubled to Rachel's Challenge. You can go to rachelscott.org or rachelscott.com, and it's going to help us reach a lot more kids.
Daryl, this is a perfect way to end this week. Something incredibly positive, incredibly compassionate, and real. Person touching person. It's not through a screen. It's people helping people, one-on-one. You got to reach out to people who are in trouble. And you've done that for the past 19 years. You've turned tragedy into triumph. We pray for you and for all the victims of gun violence and tragedy across this country. Thank you for what you're doing. We need a spiritual reawakening in this country, and you're helping, along with Foster Freeze and so many others. And you got a donation coming from me, my friend.